Hi, my name is Yoanna. I'm from Bulgaria and I just finished my third year of civil engineering with architecture at the University of Glasgow. I'm looking forward to meeting the alumni, Doug, Ross and Maxine, and Effie.
Hello, my name is Abdallah. I'm from Jordan and I've just graduated and finished my mechatronics degree here at the University of Glasgow. And I'm looking forward to meet the alumni to learn a thing or two about their journey.
Today we're getting authentic Scottish weather with a little bit of rain and a little bit of wind. So it really feels like Glasgow right now. Tell us about yourself.
So I moved down to Glasgow to study electronics. From the back of that I kind of went down to the southeast of England to work in an aerospace company down there.
What did you do with the aerospace company?
It was kind of defence and security type stuff.
Oh, are you allowed to talk about it?
No, I can't. I really enjoyed the job, but yeah, it wasn't what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So I came back to Glasgow and studied geospatial and mapping science. What I was looking to do was go into hydrographic survey, so like survey of the seabed. But yeah, kind of halfway through my degree, things kind of changed. So I got the degree, but I actually went back into aerospace for a little period. Not a lot of people know this, but Glasgow produces more satellites than any other city in Europe.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
No, I've never heard of that.
It's a little known fact. So yeah, I went into the space sector within Glasgow for a little while, and after that I've actually now founded my own company, which is combining the geospatial side with the engineering side.
How did you know, or when did you know you wanted to get into the field you're in right now?
I think for me it was just trialling a few different things, and to be honest I found my way into the sector rather fortuitously.
So let's look at Doug graduating, right? Can you reflect on that time? Because I know, at least I'm in that situation at the moment, and it's quite scary.
I guess what I would say is, when I've done recruitment, my specific kind of criteria would be, I would take somebody that is keen over somebody with a technical background or the right skills in a particular area any day of the week. I also find that recruiting graduates is often much more effective than recruiting people with experience, just because I think that you come out of university like raring to go, you know. And I think graduates will always surprise you. They'll always do something incredible, if I'm honest, like if you give them the license to do so.
Me and Max met actually when we were studying engineering at Glasgow.
What kind of engineering did you do?
I did straight mechanical.
I actually started to do product design, but I didn't like the product design side of it,
No.
so stopped that after, well, not very long, and then I just went to straight mechanical design.
It was quite an easy switch from what I remember though, wasn't it? It was just like...
Yeah. When I'm not full-time mumming, I work for Volvo Construction as a technical writer. I do quite a good mixture of the CAD and the actual writing.
I worked for a company called SSC Renewables. I worked there as like a construction engineer.
How was it construction?
For offshore wind farms.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So how did you come about your current jobs? So what kind of steps did you go towards?
I worked for a startup company, a design consultancy initially, and then left and worked for Schlumberger, who designed downhole tools. Did that for a couple of years, and then me and Ross went travelling for a year, and then I went back to do my PGDE in teaching.
Oh.
Hated teaching. A few months after that I started working for Volvo.
What kind of challenges, if you did face any, after graduating and actually approaching to applying to jobs?
I do remember towards the end, there's a lot of knockbacks, you just had to keep applying.
So I'm gonna ask you some of the questions that our students are interested to hear the answers to.
Sure.
Was there something you wish you paid more attention to?
We weren't that involved in extracurricular like you guys seem to be in university. And I think that, yeah, it would have been useful, or just like something that we could have got something out of.
Like when new technologies come, do you find yourselves potentially taking courses or going to mentors? Is that a thing?
You learn at uni about like how to learn, and then when you start your job, especially the first like couple of years, it's pretty intensive. You're just trying to like take everything on, and if you get a couple of good kind of senior people that are willing to spend time on you, you learn like loads from them.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, of course.
Why did you guys choose to go to Glasgow?
I like drawing and I was good at math. And I came across civil engineering with architecture.
Yeah.
So it has both. And I also like the fact that I'm both student of University of Glasgow and the School of Art.
Yeah.
How did you?
So I'm originally from Jordan, which is
Yeah. Oh, we've been to Jordan.
oh wow, nice coincidence. So I wanted to be able to study somewhere where I get to not only have a good education but also experience and meet people from all over the world, and it turned out well, I'd say.
Yeah. So how do you feel about meeting Doug, Max and Ross the other day?
For Doug, it was pretty interesting to see his journey from being a engineer working like technically to eventually starting his own company and something that he likes in geospace imagery. What did you think about
Ross and
interactions?
Max? Yeah, I think it was a lovely story because they met at university, then they got married, and when we met them they had this big lovely house and their family, so it gives you hope, right? Today we're meeting Effie.
Yeah.
She's doing civil engineering, and I believe she's also doing her PhD at the moment, so she will be able to tell us more about this. So I'm looking forward to it, especially because I'm doing civil engineering.
Yeah.
So she might provide me with some useful tips for the future. So how many years have you been working with Amy?
I've been with Amy for 7 years now.
Wow, and did you start as a graduate engineer?
I did in 2015, and I think it's been a great decision. So they've supported me so much through everything, and now they are supporting me through a part-time PhD as well. And I am currently working as a senior civil engineer, leading a team of engineers specializing in Scout.
Wow, a girl boss, a true girl boss. You start with your university years, what you did at university, how you find the university life.
I was a direct entry into the second year because I already had a bachelor's. In the third year, I started volunteering in a river restoration project at the University of Glasgow's Water Engineering Lab.
Did you know you want to do this from the beginning, or you just started your career with structures and you slowly found out your passion about bridges?
I only realized I wanted to do bridges in the fourth year, so we were doing a course and I was very excited about it. And
what was the course, sorry? Because
it was structural engineering.
So how does it work? Adapting new technologies, as the industry develops.
It is very exciting. This is what I do through my work. I design innovative ways of helping protect infrastructure, climate, and people.
A lot that you have achieved, and there's a lot that you want to achieve. So what's the plan for you within the next 5 years?
I hope to have acquired my PhD. I hope to have been a chartered engineer with the Institution of Civil Engineers. I am already incorporated.
how does it feel to be a woman among so many men?
We're only 16.5% of engineers in the UK are currently female. So we do a lot of outreach because engineering is not just for men, it's a career for everyone, anyone that's curious. When we interview people, we don't necessarily always look for the correct answer, but what matters is your thought process behind it.
So we met Effie from Amy. So tell us about your experience from that interview and what did you learn?
I think it was pretty insightful. I think the best part about the interview was knowing how much of a leader she is, especially
A girl
as a woman
boss.
in the industry.
A girl boss.
Yeah, exactly. Can I just say what a timing with the rain?
It's very dramatic with the rain. So a few weeks have passed since we recorded the interviews. What have you been up to?
So since then I've graduated, and at the moment I'm still applying for jobs to see where that takes me. I'd say the interviews themselves definitely helped me. Through the application process, I think it made me more confident, giving more hope when I was applying to companies. So what have you been up to since then?
Well, I finished my exams and then I went back home to Bulgaria for a couple of weeks, and I came back here to start my internship with Multiplex. So the interview with Effie and Maxine also kind of like prepared me in a way for my internship, or like gave me courage to step into that male dominant field.
So it's only the start now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, CEO coming for you.